everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
How you doing?
Oh, that's a new bit that I don't think I'm gonna like. Welcome back to Torchlit Tavern.
Thanks.
We are a real play Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition podcast. Today, I will be your sound master. Today, I haven't used that one. I'm a master of light and sound and magical mystery and delight.
Yes.
Hello, Usador.
And birds.
And birds. Yeah. No.
Oh
that's
wait,
his
birds
thing.
aren't real.
He just likes
You can
them.
call you can call me Jay the Beige. Obviously, yeah, that would be my wizard moniker.
Yeah, of course.
And to my left is Randall the
Problem.
good color, perfect color, matches your eyes.
Thanks. I'm back again. It's Randall playing Dylan Fisher, the trying always to be a good boy, but usually failing at it. I miss my crab. I can't believe I lost my crab.
You didn't lose him. You know where to find him later.
Oh, I lost my crab.
You lost your crab.
And to his left, it's me, Ryan. And I play Roy. Hey everybody, my name is Ryan. I play Roy, and I stab. It doesn't really change a whole lot. But to my left,
Jeff quickly put his hat on.
And to his Middle Earth, I guess, if we're doing the whole wizard thing, the Wizard of Colors thing, that's the only place I've seen that before, is
no
Jeff
Wizards of Color.
the Gray, because I'm half black and half white.
Oh God.
Anyways.
Let's just lean into it at this point.
Glad you felt the need to explain that.
I like explaining my jokes. It makes them funnier to me. Jay, have you been the Master of None yet? It's a question I've been meaning to
It's
ask.
also a great
the
show.
Master of None yet.
Ah,
So it'll be maybe next
try
time.
that one.
Big one for
Yeah,
next
maybe,
episode.
maybe try that one.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Let me write that down.
I will, of course, be reprising my role as the gentleman, the skeleton, Mr. Grimm.
Oh, didn't like that.
And now that we've gotten all of the niceties out of the way,
The eyes back.
did you like that? I had a little touch
didn't.
to it on that
I
one.
didn't.
Yeah, you don't like that? Not a fan? Now that we've got all the niceties out of the way, let's get into the real nitty-gritty. And the nitty-gritty, of course, is tavern keeping. Let's get in there. I'm going to clean this tavern with this dirty rag I found. Is it got blood on it? Is this yours, Dylan? Anyways.
Yeah, that's my bandage. Can you hand that back?
Nope, cleaning things with it.
Okay, I'll just.
You can
apply
have it
pressure.
when we're done.
Okay, I'll just apply pressure.
There you go.
Come here.
Use a
Come here, Dylan.
tourniquet.
I got a rag. I got my shirt.
Is this bleach?
Yes?
Yeah, it's got to be
Yes.
white.
Oh,
We're-
Why?
Because I'm a priest of Newman and we like yellow and white.
Fair enough. Anyways, so I just want to say straight out the gate that we love each and every one of you. You're great. You're perfect, beautiful people. And we're so glad that you're a part of our weird, wonderful world. And by wonderful, I mean wonderfully annoying. And you still sit here through it. So, like, if I could, I'd give you a medal. Maybe a cookie. But I can't. I'm sorry. And it makes me sad every time I think about it. With that being said, what I can give you is that sweet, sweet person-to-person interaction that you can only receive through the internet via social media. So if you'd like to know which social media we are on, I will tell you those things. And with that information, you can then talk to us. So first of all, we got a Facebook. Tell them about the Facebook.
Facebook.com/Torchlit Tavern.
And we've got a Twitter. Tell them about the Twitter.
It's at Torchlit Tavern.
Is that the same as the Instagram?
I do believe it is, Jeff.
Oh, perfect. And if you're on any of those three things, you might want to use a hashtag. Tell them what the hashtag is.
That's hashtag Torchlit Tavern.
Or TTCast if you're nasty. That's right, TTCast if you're nasty. We also have a wonderful website. We have a wonderful website. Tell them about the wonderful website.
It's www.torchlittavern.com.
Absolutely. And we have, if you want to give a little extra mile, go that little extra push, you want to give us a little bit of that moolah to make us go, ooh, ah. We've got a Patreon. Tell them about the Patreon.
That's patreon.com/Torchlit Tavern. Ooh, ah.
There it is there. Now, I'm going to give you guys the secret heads up. Secret heads up is we've also got a Twitch, which we're working on, doing more stuff on. So that's in the works. And super secret, haven't discussed this with anybody else, heads up, if we start getting the ball rolling on interaction, we may, this is a big may, I'm not going to make any promises, but maybe we'll open up a Discord. Just saying, it's maybe. It's a maybe. Just putting it out there. Big maybe.
It's March.
Yeah, that's right.
There's no bees in March.
This is only funny to us.
All right, now that we've gotten those fucking lame-ass jokes out the way, let's crack into this show.
Me.
So yeah, let's get into it, guys. Last time on Torchlit Tavern, as the Vesperans gathered the people of a city around them at the docks, a more militant leader known as Michael motioned to take the fight to the castle itself in hopes of toppling the monarchy and putting an end to their tyranny. Despite urging a focus of safety, Dylan couldn't convince Michael to give up his campaign. But with the help of Gorbak, his old father-in-law, he was able to split many of the city's refugees to follow Mother Granlin and the Vesperans toward the Dwarven Cliff community. As Dylan and Daedalus pushed forward to grease the wheels of negotiation with the reclusive dwarves, Roy and Grimm, along with Mullion, Sandra, and Evan, ran to the city watchhouse in the hopes of freeing the head of the Thieves Guild from his incarceration. Roy and Grimm infiltrated the guardhouse, which was under the control of Jennifer Eric and her mage, Tough, Jess, in the hopes of freeing the head of the Thieves Guild, Darius. During the infiltration, they ran into Corporal Mintz, who told them that he was secretly working for Azazel this whole time. He asked them to give Dylan an offer of amnesty and survival for one last chance to play ball. After delivering this message, Mintz left, leaving Sandra, Mullion, Grimm, and Roy alone to challenge the powerful duo upstairs. Meanwhile, Dylan and Daedalus had a chat about what it meant to be a holy warrior for the people while moving not so quietly through town. A mistake that manifested as they made their way into the noble section and immediately ran into a powerful group of Fist of Newman paladins. The Fist of Newmans, accosting Daedalus and Dylan, stopped them, but after some quick thinking from Dylan and a talented lie by Daedalus, they were convinced that Daedalus was supposed to take Dylan for some reason to the dwarves before he would be apprehended and brought before the Fists of Newman and the king. And we're picking up with Dylan talking to these fists. What? If he's under arrest, why isn't he in shackles?
Dwarves don't believe in those.
Roll deception.
27.
God damn it. Dwarves have such strange customs.
I wouldn't say that in front of the Thane, dude.
I'm getting it out of my system now.
That's not cool.
You're not cool.
The fuck, guys?
They escort you the rest of the way to the north end of town. You see a lot of knights get waved away as Paladins of Newman march you guys to the Dwarven capital. Well, not Dwarven capital, but...
This is like the stories of those people that get pulled over by the cops and then somehow get a police escort at the end, you know?
Yep.
You know?
Essentially, yeah. Yep, you've done that.
Dylan's just like, why is Daedalus a better liar than me? Like, Dylan's actually, like, thinking about that.
Daedalus turns to you and is like, did I do well? I don't know if they bought it.
You did fantastic. You are such a good boy.
Yeah. Thanks, guess.
You know what? I'm proud of you. You're doing good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're probably fucked, you know.
Oh, immensely.
Oh, good. I'm glad we're on the same page.
We were fucked from the beginning, though. Now we just have time to stew in it.
So we cut back. You guys are at the foot of the stairs. You've let him leave. You suspect that she knows somebody's down here. She knows that a bunch of guards just talked to Mintz and they left. If Mintz is telling the truth, and that was her arcane eye.
For all she knows, we're just a bunch of guards, though. So, you know, we could order Mintz to leave, and he'd have to. We have the seniority over him. So, we move on. We move up.
Yep.
Okay. Just as a whole group, all five of you?
Yeah.
As you get to the top of the stairs, bold as brass, there is a guard there who's like, "Who goes there?" Calling down the stairs.
Do I know anything about what their ranks are?
I don't think you do.
Okay.
I would Sandra or Mullion, as they've lived here for fucking ever.
Yes.
Say that the palace guard isn't exactly either one of their strong suits. I was a sergeant back in the war. Mullion's like, I don't know, sergeant? Or, no. Yeah, sergeant. They're army. They're standing army. The city watch is admiralty, but the palace guard is army.
All right, perfect. Sergeant Doulahan.
I don't know a Doulahan.
Are you a sergeant?
You hear a female voice from the back of the room say, "No, but I am a commander."
Well,
So Doulahan, step up. Show your credentials.
yes, ma'am.
Do you go up alone, or do the rest of you guys follow him?
I say, I've got a small company with me.
Okay. So you guys all come up the stairs?
Well, I mean, she didn't call us in; she called him in. I'm following orders.
That's why I ask.
I let her know. She says okay.
Okay.
Only
she
I
says,
go.
Okay. You may have them wait at the hall.
We do so.
Wait here. And I march up the stairs as prim and proper as I can, doing everything I can to imitate and mimic whatever movements I saw before I started whooping their ass.
So you step up into this room, and immediately you take in the mess that is Jonathan Finrowan's office.
Ooh, actually, before I do that, I asked Mullion what the sergeant's thing looks like. Insignia.
The insignia? Let's make this up. It is a griffin with a crown. There's a griffin's head, and on top of it sits a crown. And there's a certain number of stars that delineate the amount. Let's say 3 stars across the crown.
Okay, yeah, I put that sergeant symbol wherever it's supposed to be with minor illusion on top of this other illusion.
Okay.
And then I walk up.
All right. So you step in, and immediately you take in the scene that is the mess that is Jonathan Finrowan's office. We've described this before. There are papers everywhere. And when you get up here, you realize that there are... Go ahead and pull up what you're dealing with. In this cramped little room, you see 4 knights. You see Jennifer Eric. And you see the mage that Grimm has not met. There is a mage with her that you've never seen, but Roy would know, which is Jess, but that means nothing to you unless you guys had time to talk about it.
I don't think we really... We did have time.
Yeah, Ryan and Dylan might have told you, but you still wouldn't know her unless they showed you at some point.
Right, unless they...
Which I think technically is within your... I'll leave that up to you guys.
I feel like
you guys,
would have.
he might know who Jess is. He might
I mean,
know she's dangerous.
Yeah, it's hard to have not mentioned the fact that somebody killed me at some point.
Absolutely.
Right.
That makes sense.
100% got mentioned. The question that's really on the table is, did you go into extreme detail in describing and or just show with some version of illusion what she looks like? Or do I have no idea?
I feel like I would have described a person that killed me to Grimm.
Okay.
That's fair. So, yeah, I'm going to say that
Watch
I
out
know.
for this bitch, she killed me.
She's very strong. So you get up there, and there's also, along with Jennifer Eric, in the corner, you see this smiling female in, like, battle, like, robes, but also, like, a battle plate. She is, like, a full-on, kitted like a knight if a knight was a wizard. She has, her hair is dark brown and bundled into, like, not a ponytail, but, like, a top knot. And she seems surprisingly jovial for compared to everybody else who seems like all business.
I say in the message, I believe the 2 women who killed you are here, specifically the mage.
Great. Yeah, watch out for that one.
Sergeant Doulahan, it is?
Yes.
Kind of snaps your eyes into focus as you were, like, internally.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes,
Your
Commander.
credentials, sir.
I don't know of any paperwork that I'm supposed to present here, right? As Grimm. Grimm doesn't know shit of any paperwork. So Grimm
what
goes,
does he do?
Grimm goes, ma'am, I was merely told with hand orders. I didn't bring. I was told in person to come here. I didn't bring any credentials with me.
Told by who to come here? We had things well in hand. Why were you sent? Did my father send you?
Yes. I don't know why he sent me. It's not my job to ask why. It's my job to do, ma'am.
And what were your orders? Why we have things well in hand. Once again, I didn't get to finish the description. So as you take it in, as she talks to you, you see John Finrowan is at his desk in a seated position at his table. There are these files and paperwork, unfiled shit that he's always had, but they've also ransacked it. They've tossed it around. In the corner, you see laying on the ground is Darius. They've kept him up here. He looks beaten. He looks like he's got a black eye, and he's sort of laying, he's got himself propped up on his elbows, and he looks very tired of this shit. Jonathan also looks tired of this shit. And then the knights are just sort of like pulling over open file cabinets. You see, like, they're like rifling through things, but they've all sort of stopped as you've come into the room. They all seem on edge. They don't know what to do. You're unexpected, but you seem like you're one of them. But nobody recognizes you.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I'm sure there are many situations in which they may not recognize me.
If you come to support us, you can support us by keeping watch downstairs. That mince man that we can't get rid of should still be down there.
I was told to relieve him.
And he left?
He left.
Why didn't he leave for us? She seems kind of confused by that. Like, she literally could not figure out why that man wasn't gone already.
If I could answer those questions, I would, ma'am.
Yeah, so keep watch downstairs if you're here to help. I don't need you up here.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you leave?
And I make my way down the stairs to where they are, and I call them in. I call them together.
Sandra, who has been keeping her hands with a prepped spell, like, low, she kind of looks at you, and she looks up at the eye real quick, just to, like, remind you that it's there.
Yes.
Or where...
Which, I had a pretty good Arcana roll. I know it only functions as an eye.
It is only an eye.
Yes. So, we make our way down, and I pantomime like I'm giving orders as to where to watch and go, and setting up routes for patrol. And then while I'm doing that, I'm going to say, okay, so listen. I have some version of an idea that may work. We're going to have to be if we want to make it out without absolutely getting into a big fight, we're going to have to be very tricky here. Evan should be able to cast Fog Cloud, which could provide a good amount of cover. That may allow for me to cast Slow on most of the people in there. Any other ideas as to things we could use for help here?
Things we could use for help. I've got the Seed Ram.
That could be useful.
What are you guys gonna do? You guys getting ready to bust in with a fight, or?
Well, no. That's the whole idea. Is that if we can do this right, it wouldn't be a fight.
Okay. Well, you discuss. I want you guys to roll perception because you can hear from up the stairs at this point. Like,
I don't perceive anything. Do you want me to roll for Evan too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Evan might perceive something. I rolled a 4.
Okay.
13 plus 2, 15.
Okay.
22 for Evan.
Oh shit. So from upstairs, Roy and Mullion in particular, they both sort of clock because they're paying attention to what the fucking guards are always saying. These thieves. You can hear her. Back to it. We need to find that document. Will and Bennett wants to see those by the end of the night. We want to get rid of them. We're going to burn them. We understand Jonathan Finn Rowan has some copy of something. Don't know what it is. Find it. It should have Dylan's signet on it or something. Some indication. Get rid of it. And John, you hear John, like, I told you I don't have anything from Dylan. He was just a low-ranked watchman. This is unnecessary. Yeah, sure. We know who you're in league with nowadays. Anyway, and you hear, like, things getting ransacked and knocked over. Evan looks like his ears are cocked a little bit, and he turns to Grimm, and he says, "My lord, the mage is whispering something quietly to her boss. I can't pick it out, but there is something else being said up there."
This isn't good.
So we did teleport in front of that eye.
That's true. They may have some ideas too. We're more than what we seem. We should make our move quickly. How big was the room? I was in it. I was the only one who was in it.
The room
it's
upstairs?
Just his office. Yeah.
It's a 40 by 40. We're gonna say it's this basically just the second floor above the room you guys are in.
He has a giant office.
He does. It doubles as a few things, but yes, he lives up there.
Okay. Are they all pretty close together in that room?
They're scattered across that room. They're ransacking the room currently. The three of them. So to give you an idea of potential dangers, if you're going to throw some fireball type shit.
Yes.
The mage is standing next to Darius. The captain is standing next to John. The other knights are spread around the room, looking through various files.
Okay.
Fuck, man.
So, Sandra, what can you do? How can you be helpful?
I can keep us alive. I can lock certain people down, maybe. If she's gonna cast spells, I might be able to stop a few of them.
She's absolutely that you need to lock down.
Yes. The problem is it's if she's powerful enough, she might resist most of what I can do.
Fair enough. Well, I imagine we can just all go in there and throw a little something at her, because I don't think we have much time left anyway. Sneaky may not be the plan anymore. What do you think, Roy?
Here's a very Roy plan. You saw where Darius was in the room, right?
Yes.
I've got this vial of acid. What if I throw it at the ceiling, and he falls through and we grab him and bail?
Do you only want Darius, or do you want Jonathan too?
I don't really know Jonathan. Do we need him?
Mullion, Jonathan he's been our man since day one. You don't know this, but Jonathan and Darius came up through the army together. They had a disagreement a long time ago, and that is essentially how these two groups split. But John is a good guy.
Do we think they'll kill him?
Absolutely. Mullion, who I'm assuming has heard the story of what happened to you, turns to you and says, "Don't you?"
Pretty fair assumption.
I don't know. Fuck.
Sandra says, "I don't want us to fail at all our many goals, but it might be good to prioritize them before we move. You want to save Darius first?"
I couldn't agree more. Personally, I would like no one to ever know we've existed in this space at all, but I think that spot's kind of blown up at this stage.
So kill all of them.
I would really support that idea, but it does seem difficult.
So, number 1, save Darius. Number 2, leave no trace.
Sure.
Save John, third.
This order works for me. I could honestly take leave no trace at first, but this is what we have been tasked to do.
Mullion reluctantly nods, along with Grimm. But Roy... Roy,
Yeah.
I don't take orders from either one of them.
You saying you take orders from me?
I'm asking your opinion.
I mean, we came for Darius.
So you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's what we're gonna do. I will try to get John. I'll make that my problem. But I understand the priorities.
Do I have to make a roll to see, and can I put it in a way, I don't know what the words would be, but I want to put it in a way that everybody here makes a roll to see how viable the plan of splashing acid on the ceiling is?
What kind of acid do you have?
Let's see. It's just a vial of acid.
It says vial of acid.
It says acid, parentheses, vial.
It is, to go through that much wood would be time consuming. So I'm not saying it's like not viable, but how do you not do that? How do you not have the arcane eye sort of fuck? Like the moment you do that, it's going to start some problems. It's not viable. It depends on what you add to that plan. you know that it would take, I'm going to say, a full minute. And I'll just give it, it's going to take a minute to eat through the wood. You could splash it on the roof and let it do its thing, and it could weaken the structure. And then, like, that get him out, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that happens, like, yeah, it's on. You know that. Hell, just throwing the acid on the ceiling, depending on how you do it, might be enough of a trigger to get things rolling. So, your call.
Are there windows up there?
Yes.
Cool.
There were at least 2 windows that you saw when you were up there. There were stacks of paperwork so high that you suspect there may have been 3, but you couldn't see them.
Okay. But there's 2 windows I could see.
There's one
through with
directly
my
behind
eyeballs.
his desk, and then there's also, you saw a smaller window to the right side as you come up the stairs.
Okay, but there's windows that I could see through with my eye holes.
Yeah, yes.
Cool. I have some versions of plan.
All right.
And I'm going to do this while we're still moving, but I'm going to try to make this quick.
Okay, so I can cast Slow, and Evan can cast both Entangle and Fog, as well as Hypnotic Pattern. With all 4 of those things, we could really do some work. I can also use Thunderstep to get me out of there and to hurt everyone around when I get me out. But that could only account for me and one other. So I could Thunderstep Darius out and then come back to finish the job with the rest of you after they've been pretty thoroughly incapacitated, hopefully by an entanglement, a cloud of fog, a slow, and a prismatic, and a hypnotic pattern. Any other things that we could throw in there?
I could drop...
Beacon of Hope will protect you.
I could drop a darkness, but I'm the only one that can see through it.
As it stands, we'd be working in a little bit of darkness with the fog cloud anyway, so that could be useful. How much ground can you cover with your darkness?
15 feet.
That could be useful. The point here is we get them on their heels and we take advantage of the fact that they're on their heels and not us.
Basically, the plan is just fucking pop in and run, I guess, right?
Well, the plan is... It is what it needs to be.
I mean, she has chased us. She has chased me down once. I imagine she's perfectly capable of doing so again. And I have less spell slots this time.
That depends on how things go, but you have less spell slots, but we have more people here. If we can hit them with everything we can at once, then, well, I imagine they don't survive. As long as we enfeeble them first. Which we can do.
I mean, she's watching.
Sandra looks at Roy, puts her hand on your shoulder, and tells you, I stopped her from killing you once, Roy. I can do it again.
Fair enough. Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. All we have to do is make sure they're on their heels. Then it's just a light push, and they're all dead.
Jesus. So what do you guys do?
Me and Evan will go first.
And I've made it look like we're on patrol, so we're going to patrol up the stairs. And
Okay. So, real quick, before we even begin, this is going to be a combat. Let's pre-roll initiative.
Okay, well, this is going to be a surprise round, one would assume.
Is it?
Yeah, but that doesn't change initiative order. That's the weird thing about this particular edition, surprise rounds.
9.
There's a surprised condition.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. You're right.
Yeah, so I'm going to
my
handle initiative because it's going to be a big one.
So my initiative is 8. Do you want me to roll separate for Evan?
8 for Grimm. Roy?
9.
Yeah, please roll separate for Evan.
God, that's garbage, too.
Oof, this is not great. You guys do get a
7.
surprise round, though, so you sort of mitigate this by being the one... You get to choose when it kicks off, so to speak. So you're going. Let's go ahead and give them their initiatives. Oof, they, on the other hand, got an 18 and a 17. And because Mullion is not a slouch, that's actually a 20.
Evan got a 7.
Evan got a 7.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That still puts him behind you. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right.
I'm not stoked.
Okay. So, before you tell me what you're about to do, I want to make sure you understand this because we've gotten this wrong in the past, so we're going to nail this, goddammit. The surprise round, the way surprise works, is the DM determines who might be surprised. If neither side tries to be stealthy, they automatically notice each other. Otherwise, the DM compares dexterity stealth checks of anyone hiding with the passive wisdom perception score of each creature on the opposing side. If you're surprised, you can't move or take action on your first turn of the combat, and you can't take a reaction until that turn ends. A member of a group can be surprised even if the other members aren't. So, let's say you just started some shit. Technically, you could catch Mullion by surprise if you didn't know you were going to do that. They don't say this, but I'm going to house rule that you don't always have to use stealth to get a surprise round. I feel like deception could garner you a surprise round, but that's still going to boil down to an opposed check of some kind. Their passive insight might make them tipped off before you can, be quicker on the draw. You know what I mean? So now, tell me what your plan is and how you're going to, because I know you're going to be trying to get them by surprise, but how are you doing that? Also, are you doing the acid thing?
No.
Okay.
Ditching the acid thing entirely, because that'll give us up too quickly.
Okay.
So, if I could use deception for my surprise, so the plan of surprise is that we all look like we're running some version of, like routes, guarding things like we're supposed to be.
Okay.
So me and Evan on our route would head towards the stairs and hit him with 2 things right out the gate. Boom, boom. At least 2, right? And as soon as that pops off, they should be off their... They should be surprised enough for it not to matter that the other people run in right then, right? Okay. They'll be able to know.
Because they would lose, as I just said, they would lose their first actions to you guys starting some shit. Because everybody else would be waiting for your sign. So you're going to walk up and, just shoot from the hip sort of a thing. Get them off guard. So...
Yep, but, if we do it good enough, they won't even see it's us, right? Because we just have to be able to see through into the room to a certain extent.
Yeah, I guess tell me what you're going to do, but yeah, potentially I would also... But the problem is that you are being watched through the eye. So I might say that to look not suspicious for everyone involved, I'm going to need performance checks.
What if I go outside? Can I see Darius from outside? If I got up on a roof?
No.
Through a window?
This is the tallest building in the area.
Okay.
There are actually no second stories. It kind of seems like they did that on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's a pretty wide streets around the watch house. It's in the middle of it's like the centerpiece of a courtyard almost, so that people can't sneak up on the watch house so much. You could get up on a roof and look through the window, but as I described, Darius is on the floor. You might be able to see others, but not Darius.
I can catch this Darius and trade places with him, and someone can run off with him, because obviously he can't run by himself.
That's a good idea for you and Mullion.
Yeah, I figured. That does
So-
bring us down a person as well, though, which I feel we will
course.
need for this battle.
We might. He could at least run him slightly out of there.
Yeah.
And like I said, I could also thunderstep him away. If I can, all I have to do is like get to him, and then I could thunderstep out of one of the windows to another roof, and then I can come back. He's just safe on another roof.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, you could do that with Darius, and I could catch this John.
Yeah, and that would work better for Mullion. Mullion wants to get that accomplished. And John can run himself away, actually.
Yeah, you can.
An ex-army guy, who knows what he could do?
So you
Probably not much.
thunderstep Darius out. I'll catch this John. We have Mullion tell John to get to Darius outside and take him to safety. Tell him we're meeting up with everybody. And then attempt to stay alive while we try to kill everybody else, apparently.
Yeah, okay, so the plan right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna have
An entire half hour of planning later.
and then Roy will be as though he were patrolling the perimeter, but he will be close to the stairs by the time we're up them.
What do you guys do? You're ready. You guys made a little plan. Listener, we cut it so that you didn't have to sit through it. You'll get to hear it. Or you won't, because it might not happen, and then I saved you guys a lot of time.
Okay, so I've actually changed my plan just a little bit. So
goddamn.
just a little bit. Just which
Just a
spell
little
I'm going to use. I've decided Fog Cloud is a shitty spell to waste concentration on. Because he's right. So instead, I'm going to have him just go straight to Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
He's going to hit the Hypnotic Pattern. I'm going to hit the slow. Bing, bang. We're going to walk up, hit them both at once. Well, not at once, but whenever you allow us to hit them.
I will. You guys are basically holding your action spells like at the ready to just say the final word. You can do those simultaneously. This action is the only simultaneous one you can really get. So
Perfect. So we're going to go up there and hit Bing, bang, and we're going to do it. Hopefully,
okay.
the plan is to do it in a place where we can't be seen when we cast it in the first place.
So you guys are all milling around doing your bullshit walk around. Like I said, in order to get a surprise round, I want performance checks because you are being watched throughout all this. If you look shady, it's gonna spoil it. Sandra and Mullion look surprisingly good at this.
18.
21 for Grimm, and 12 for Evan for whatever reason.
Okay. Evan looks surprisingly uncomfortable, but it's it's hard to tell if it worked. But everybody looks like they kind of know what they're doing. Evan's your weak link. You guys move up the stairs as everybody sort of takes their positions at the foot of the stairway. Like you guys have been walking this circuit for like a minute, looking out the windows, pretending like you're watching, and then like you just saw sort of every once in a while you all coalesce a little closer to the stairs, and then finally you guys all sort of get to the stairs at the same time, and then you go up the stairs. The moment you two walk up the stairs, the guard at the top once again goes, "Command to their back." Yes, I thought I told you to patrol.
Just, doing as told. Just thought I was, checking the stairs.
Yeah, the stairs with no doors in it. Go. Get out of here.
You got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we kind of go for it. So we're just like we make our way halfway up the stairs. I don't know how much before he addresses us, and I go,
Just trying to do a thorough job.
and get to where he is, or just about like a little before him, 10, 15 feet.
Just
Okay.
leave. Just thank you. Get out. Don't come up here.
And once we're up there, that's when it pops off.
What is the spells you cast?
I'm gonna cast slow.
Okay. There are a total of 5, 6 enemies up here. So, think you can get them all with slow, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. Let me know if there's some that you need to leave out. Everybody is pretty much where you remember them being.
Yeah.
And
up to 6.
what type of save am I doing?
That is an 18 wisdom.
Okay. Okay. So immediately you see that the guard at the top of the stairs, who is aware of your presence, seems to give him the edge. He's not slowed. He rolled a 18 flat.
Okay. Well, at the same time,
you also see no slowing down of the movement from either the mage or Jennifer Eric.
Okay. Well, at the same time, Hypnotic Pattern also goes off.
Okay. Where are you positioning that? Because it's a 30-foot cube. So where's the main section of that you want it to happen?
The people who are most likely to get hit by... Actually, if I can try to get Jen and Jess...
Okay, well, like I said, you will hit Darius and John. Is that okay?
Yeah, because once we take them out, it'll be whatever. And they're charmed.
Okay. What's the save for that?
That's a 16 whiz.
All right. Same thing. One of the dudes doesn't seem affected by that, but he was slowed. The other one is totally both. He's totally charmed and slowed. And then your main opponents... You said a 16? Shit, man. Jennifer Eric didn't give a fuck. Fuck you guys. She rolled a 17 flat.
Shit.
So
Yeah.
that's one, though. You got Jess.
That's one of two. Did I get Jess too?
What? Oh,
Did I get Jess and...
She doesn't show any signs.
Oh,
Okay.
no!
Well,
The rest of you, go.
that's the pop-off right there.
All right.
So Molian charges up the stairway, immediately grabs the guard at the top of the stairs by the arm, and just fucking yanks him down the stairways with him. They both roll so garbage that I'm gonna say they both fall down the stairs.
That works.
Molian rolled a 1 and he rolled a 2, but Molian is very strong, so he's gonna. So just Molian, between the two of you, grabs this guard by the face, yanks him back, and you just hear the clanking as they both fall downstairs. Sandra casts Beacon of Hope and comes halfway up the stairs behind y'all.
Okay, I'm going to dash through her, get to the doorway, and to catch this at John.
Okay. You're gonna have to get like fully 10 feet into the room.
Okay.
Up past the stairs, but there's no longer a guard right there to stop you.
Yeah.
That's gonna put you about 10 or 15 feet away from let's say 15 feet away from Jennifer, and basically center of the room. You're 10 feet away from anybody.
Okay. I'm going, like it. That is nice. A 30 to get John.
Okay. You whip John around. He kind of panics, throws his hands up. Your whips catch him around the wrists, and you are sitting in the chair in front of his massive stacks of paperwork in an alternative reality where you are the head of the City Watch.
All right. Yeah, I swap with John, and that is my turn. I guess.
John is standing in the center of the room with a completely confused look on his face.
Get out!
Hey, you know who I didn't roll for? John. John rolled bad. John wasn't ready.
Let's
Darius
go.
rolled well. Darius starts shuffling around a stack of paperwork on the ground.
Okay.
Darius starts using his elbow sort of tumbling, surprisingly nimble for the fact that his legs don't work too great, and just moves around a stack of paperwork to like get some cover. That's gonna make it. They lose their round. Jennifer doesn't get to do anything. Mullion gone, Sandra went. Alright, so a blast of lightning streaks from a dark corner of the room. Grimm, I need you to roll a
Sure, whatever.
dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm kind of okay at those, I think. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I can do better. Oh, but I nat 20'd it, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Alright, so you're going to take half of 10d8.
Ooh, ouch. That's still gonna really hurt.
I need you to roll as lightning arcs through Grimm, as he kind of sort of like throws up his guard, as it then arcs to Evan, Sandra, and Mullion next.
No. He said arcs, I realized.
Evan rolled a 21.
Okay?
Guys, it's okay. It could have been much worse. You could have had an interaction with the paladins that went really awkward. That could have been so much worse.
Okay. So, you guys, everyone who got higher than a 16, which I think is everyone but Mullion, which makes sense because Mullion's currently on the ground, is going to take 22 lightning damage.
Is that halved already?
That is halved.
Ouch!
Yeah. Mullion's going to take 44, and the knight that he is fighting is going to die. As
Big
this
ouch.
arc of lightning goes through you all, and you see Jess in the corner with a sick smile on her face. I've been waiting so long to finally fight something worth a shit around here. Show me what you got, fairy boys. And you
What's
see
the-
also that the image that was in the corner of the room is doing the same shit she is, and just like waving you guys on.
Okay. What's the save for concentration?
The DC for that would be 11.
Oh, then yeah, totally cleared it. Both counts.
Cool. So
Spells stay
spells
up.
stay up, and that's going to make it the knight's turn. One knight, the only knight that didn't survive slow, is dead. So you see 3 knights draw their weapons and sort of like running through water, start moving toward you and Evan.
Cool.
That makes it Roy's turn.
I'm going.
Roy, you are sitting next to Jennifer Eric, very close to Jennifer Eric.
Wow. Are you guys like a thing now?
They could
We're
be.
real close.
We're real close.
I'm gonna fear some presence.
Okay.
Or
What's the save?
Fey presence, I guess.
What's the save and the range?
Hey, you know I could do that without an action now. Thanks, Jay.
You're welcome. You just turn that off and on.
That is... Sorry, I'm fucking looking at everything. There it is. That is a wisdom saving throw, DC 17.
Okay. You see that there's a knight within your range who seems to like get nervous but shakes it off. Back in the corner behind you, you see Jess shake off the same sort of like shock at your appearance. And then you see Jennifer Eric, who is drawing her greatsword from across her back, shuffles away from you rather alarmed.
Good. I like that. And then I will...
And then she's going to use her legendary action to make somebody else shoot you because she doesn't like you,
Wow.
and she can command ally.
Okay.
So the knight sort of moves, who has been moving toward you, all slow as glass, starts swinging at your ass. It's a disadvantage or some shit, I think, and which is good because it rolled a nat 20. But what does a 16 do for you? Is that a hit?
No, it's not.
Okay. All right. So he misses. Go ahead and finish your round.
All right, and then I am going to... I am going to cast Sickening Radiance.
Okay. What's that do?
That dim greenish light spreads within a 30-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. The light spreads around corners and it lasts until the spell ends. When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, the creature must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 4d10 radiant.
What's the rate? What's the size of this?
30 feet.
Okay. Where are you putting it so it doesn't hit your friends?
I am going to attempt to put it on just Generic and Jess.
Okay. You are in that.
I don't care.
Okay. What's the save again?
That is 18 con.
Everybody fails. You also get the knight that was just swinging at you.
Cool.
You need to roll
Yeah.
against yourself.
Good rolls, good rolls, good rolls. That is 16 plus 4.
All right. 16 plus 4. So you save. So what's the damage that everyone else takes? And you take half of?
Yeah, they take 40-10, so those 10s. Damn, baby, those are good rolls. That is 33 damage.
Shit. All right. 33 did that. So you take half of that, right? Go ahead and do that.
And then they suffer 1 level of exhaustion, and
Oh, shit.
yeah. And emit a green, what is it? Fucking... When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts there, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 4d10, suffer 1 level of exhaustion, and emit a dim, greenish light in a 5-foot radius. This light makes it impossible for the creature to benefit from being invisible. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, they all suffer exhaustion and take 33 damage.
Okay. I'm trying to catch up with damage output. Hold on. 33, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay. That is gonna make it... That's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah. So they all have a disadvantage on ability checks now.
Yep. Okay. That's gonna make it Grimm's turn again.
Fantastic.
So, Hypnotic Pattern, by the way, they're all charmed, or are they just stupefied? They're not your friend, right? They're just sort of chill?
Let me double check. You create a twisting pattern of colors. It waves through the air, 30-foot cube range. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Okay. So retconning the 2 that were running your way, because there was one who resisted Hypnotic Pattern. He's the one who attacked Roy. The other 2 don't run at you. It looks like they're about to, and they just sort of like swimming in place, sort of slowed and just chilling. They're vibing to the Hypnotic
Doing the
Pattern.
vibes.
So everything's
They're
all
doing the
slow,
vibes.
and they're looking at each other like, whoa. Holy crap. This is wild. I wasted my life being a palace guard. I should have done cool stuff. Why did I do this? Trying to make my dad proud sucked. Where it got me.
All
I
right.
can only buy you so much time, Grimm. What do you do?
I was really letting you go. I knew what I was doing.
Oh, okay. Well, it's your turn. Right?
So Grimm is gonna he's gonna make a beeline for Darius. How far away is Darius from where Grimm is?
Darius tucked himself underneath a stack of paperwork 15 feet to your right. He's
Cool.
trying to crawl your way, but like keep as much shit between him and death as possible.
Sure. Yeah, so I move towards
He's like
him.
just on the edge of this sickening radius spell, like shying away from it, like fuck.
I move towards him, and I'm gonna cast Thunderstep. What's gonna be? Hold on, let me check that radius. Anything within 10 feet.
Okay.
So, is there anybody within 10 feet?
Yeah, one of the vibing knights.
Okay. I can't possibly pick up Darius. I'm too weak. I'm too weak. Is Darius near a window?
Yeah, he was near the window.
Cool.
It's a smaller window than like the back door, the one behind John, but yes.
Why do you need to pick him up?
He wants to kiss him.
It's just touch, right?
I wanna kiss him passionately. No, if I could pick him up, I could hurt somebody more important than this knight with this 4d10 I'm about to roll down.
Fair enough.
But instead, I'm just gonna hit one knight with 4d10, and I can't possibly pick him up. So one knight gets 4d10.
Okay.
And on my way out, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say, you should find your way out.
Oh, good.
Actually, and I'm gonna do that in my head.
know.
I'm gonna do that in my head to you, because I'm gonna say, you should find your way out, because I'm going to bomb this room hard.
Oh.
So
I'm not
yeah, I
there.
cast that. And
I wish you were, but I didn't want to fight them again without you. It seems more of a
Yeah.
2-on-2 thing, and it sucks that you're not here for it.
20 damage to the one dude. He has to make an 18 con save.
Oh yeah, let's see if you can do that.
I don't
No.
think he can. He's incapacitated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he still makes saves. It's con saves, like your health. What was the damage though? Because he doesn't.
20. He takes 20.
Okay. He's okay.
And then
He's a sturdy knight.
I just and this big thunderstep, and now I'm on a roof outside on the other side.
With Darius? Okay, you and Darius get dropped off, it's like 100 feet, right? Across the street on a roof. Darius just sort of collapses onto a rain-slick tile, and the sound of thunder fills the room behind him, and fucking just paperwork and pencil-pushing shit just gets scattered from all around him.
At least there's already thunder in the sky, so it's not a suspicious sound.
It is a loud clap of thunder though from the place. It won't stand out in the greater city much, but so Darius collapses to this rain-slick roof beneath Grimm and is like, "Oh my, that changed quickly. It's good to see you."
Yes, things can really get all mixed up real quickly, can't they? You're welcome. Now, if you excuse me, I have other things to get to.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get back towards the roof.
Okay, so it's gonna be, let's say 80 feet across the street. So you get halfway across the street, maybe?
Yep, sure.
Okay. Roll me an acrobatics as you jump down from the roof, and he stands there and he goes, "Oh, cool. How will I get down from the roof?" As you disappear over the lip.
I'll come back. And I haven't used my bonus action, so poof down, then run my 40 feet.
Okay. You did use up a little bit of your movement to get to Darius earlier, so I'm gonna say it's like 25 feet of movement left
Okay,
over.
whatever. Yeah, whatever's left. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're halfway across the street. Well, a little more now that you poofed. So back to like this foot of the watch house. That's gonna make it Evan's turn. Evan is alone in the room. All of a sudden, his boss is left. What does Evan do?
Evan, who's still holding up his hypnotic pattern, is gonna do what seems.
This is great. Ow, that hurt. Shit. Did you feel something that hurt, bud? No, man. Everything's good.
Who's around right now? Like, who's fighting who?
Mullion is disentangling himself from a corpse, and there's two people dancing alone in the center of the room. Jennifer is 10 feet away from Roy, and Jess is in the corner of the room.
Okay.
Far away from
I'm gonna
everyone.
go. Hold on, let me check to see how this works. Does Misty Escape prevent you from taking much of the damage, or you just still take all of the damage?
No, you still take the damage. This just gets you out of there.
Okay. Cool.
No doubt.
No doubt. Yeah, Evan's gonna leave the room.
He just leaves?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the best move for right now.
Okay.
Poor little Evan's
Your
gone.
hostages are out, so he leaves?
Yeah, he leaves.
Okay. Well, John's in the middle of the room. John goes at the end of this.
Yeah, have him take John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evan
John is
will escort
there.
John
I forgot
out
John
of the
hadn't
room.
quite made it out yet as of this initiative roll.
Yeah. Evan will just be like, "Oh, hey there, John. Hello, John."
way.
And then pick him up and poof
grabs him
away.
by the hand and leads him away. So I'll let you guys move half speed out the door.
This way.
As he just sort of... John, who's just very confused. Yeah, sure. You're not... Okay, we're friends. I don't know you at all.
You respond to you there, bud.
Oh, it's fine. Yes, we're friends. I don't know you at all either. And they move down the stairs. That makes it Jennifer's turn. Jennifer chases them. Jennifer reaches out with one hand and grabs John by the back
Jennifer
of the coat
is afeared.
of you. So she grabs him by the coat. He shakes it off. She brings a greatsword down at Evan. Evan gets hit. She rolled a natural 19. So that's going to do...
Evan's so charming, though.
Yeah, but she's not charmed.
But Evan could charm her.
Okay. Can he do it as a free action like I gave to Roy or not?
Yes.
Well, then what's the save?
Hold on, let me find out.
Yeah, by the way, he said yes before he looked at it to check
Right.
what it does.
I already knew it was a free action.
Okay.
16.
Okay. She fucking turns to him, brings a great sword up, and then instead of hitting him, fucking butt strikes and tries to knock down John again. Take him away from Evan.
Okay.
She just can't quite hit that pretty face. John gets knocked to the
So
ground.
pretty.
And she turns to Evan. She's like, I need you to get out of the way because I'm trying to do my job here, okay? Of course. I'm just here to help. It's Mulligan's turn. Mulligan runs up the stairs and tackles her.
Tackling fuel.
Tackling fuel. She fucking just pitches Mulligan to the ground. God, Mulligan's rolling dog shit today. Mulligan is a joke today. We laugh at Mulligan. Mulligan is a clown. He rolled a 2 versus her 19. She just sort of sidesteps Mulligan. Mulligan comes around and picks
Big
up.
ouch.
He has more than one attack because he's a barbarian, and he just sort of uses that to grab John and yank him to him, and they move to their side. Mulligan just looks sheepish and goes, I'm just going to go over here with these dancing boys. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
What? No, get out. Get out of the
He's
room.
trying to. He failed. He failed so hard. John was knocked prone, so he's, he gets up with Mulligan. That's his turn. Sandra enters the room.
A new opponent enters the arena.
A challenger approaches. A soul still burns.
Fantastic.
Fuck, I love that game.
Right?
Oh, kind of fucking mad bitch is Sandra. Sandra casts silence in the corner of the room.
She's a boss ass bitch. 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 Bitch.
Sandra steps up the stairs and casts silence on the corner with Jess in it.
It's very good.
That's the move.
Motherfucker. I asked about silence earlier.
So that's her turn, and she just like stolidly plants herself like near Jennifer and like stares down Jess. Jess counterspells silence with her reaction, and she goes no, and then she's gonna go ahead and throw up a wall of force between Mulligan and John and the rest of you. So Jen, her, John, and Mulligan are all on one side of a wall of force, cutting the room in half. And you are on the side with her.
Okay, I wasn't sure what side I was
Yeah,
on.
you were still at the desk, right? You haven't moved from there.
No.
Then yeah, you were still at the desk. She it's not silent. She casts Wall of Force. She separates from Evan and Sandra, and then she's gonna go ahead and sort of move around toward John and Mulligan. That makes it your turn because the knights just vibe. Man, this song is so great. It's so fast. It gets my heart racing. And the other guy's like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. It's so slow and it makes me feel things. Roy, what do you do?
Okay. I am going to... Straight up, I'm just going to attack her. I'm just going to run up on her.
Okay, go for it.
I was like, is that the best action?
Do it.
I think it is.
Do it, coward. You won't.
Fucking watch me. Run up and...
Fucking hit your friend. Hit the avatar that is your friend.
You fuck. Oh yeah, that's a hit. That's 28 to hit with the rapier.
Okay. So regular damage. You just hit.
No, because I'm going to cast Booming Blade when I do it.
Okay.
Or 12 damage. 6 damage from Booming Blade to hit.
Okay. You hit her, the clap of thunder kind of goes off, and then she just comes to like a dead stop as she's walking around and looks, she's like, really? Booming Blade? What's the problem with you people who aren't classically trained? Why would you pick a spell that doesn't hurt if I just choose not to move? It's pathetic.
I mean, I just wanted to hit you in the first place and make you roll to break your concentration.
Oh. she rolls concentration. What's the damage total you did?
I don't remember anymore.
It was 12 and 6.
Yes.
So she needs to beat a 10. She beats a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so she goes, oh, it almost worked, but not quite.
Still can't move, though.
Yeah, but you're right here. Why would I?
Because I dash away. That's why, bitch.
That was so good. All right, Grimm, your turn.
Fuck. Alright. I just want to be able to see either through the window or into the room. That's all I want. So the quickest way to be able to see that, considering I could just poof for a bonus action, I'm gonna message you.
Did you get clear?
No! Absolutely not!
That is bothersome.
Alright, well then, I guess I'll go somewhere where I can actually see. So,
So what do you do?
move until I can see my opponents. Until
where?
I'm within...
You're on the ground
Outside.
in a storm, looking up at a window. Where do you want to go?
I just want to be able to make a ranged attack on somebody.
If you move away across the street a bit, you might get an angle on Jess, but I will make any attack roll at disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it. Well, that's what it's gonna be. So how's 13?
What are you trying to do? What you cast?
I'm casting Chaos Bolt from my cufflinks.
Okay, so you move back because you realize that you can't get in there, and then you see just the top of her head through the window. You roll a what?
13.
It shatters the window and goes wide above her head. She's
Okay,
15 on
cool.
plus.
Cool,
She
no big
kind of
deal.
ducks against the shattering of the glass. And,
She moved.
You have to move.
Bitch, she ducked.
You have to change the 5-foot square you're in.
That's some bullshit. And you know it.
It's some bullshit. I know it. Evan, what does Evan do? He's behind the force wall.
Evan's behind the force wall. I mean, Evan doesn't have a lot of choices here.
Does he leave? He was leaving originally.
I mean, Evan can try to poof in and help out, I guess. Though I could probably dispel magic. I think I have
Doesn't work
that.
on Wall of Force.
Yes.
Only a disintegration spell will.
Evan moves to cast that spell, and Sandra says, you can't dispel that. I would have done it.
Evan replies with, thank you. But now, fuck it. He's gonna go in and attack this broad. Fuck it.
Which one?
With his manly hands. Jess. That's a 14. Almost. He misses. He only
Okay.
gets the one attack.
All right. So he bamps through. He comes at Jess with his rapier, and she just sort of moves out of the way a little bit as he chops down at her. That's going to make it.
Not 5 feet, though, right?
No, she doesn't move out of the way. She dodges.
You said move. You didn't say dodge.
She can't move. It's not her turn. That's going to be Jennifer Eric's turn. Jennifer Eric is going to attack. She can't attack Evan. She's going to attack Roy, who
She's
dashed
scared
away.
of me.
She's afraid of you. She's going to attack Mullion. Mullion is getting hit twice. Mullion is going to take 24 damage. She brings this greatsword down. Whack, whack. Catching Mullion in the back. He's trying to shield John.
Why does he need to
So
shield
20
John? John's on the other side of the wall.
No.
You said it went between them.
No.
No, he meant that John and Mullion are on this
Got
side
trapped.
of the wall with
They
you.
Trapped you guys in here. Yeah, Mullion's turn. Mullion does straight up pick John up and run out the window. You hear Mullion go shit as he picks John up, takes these great sword strikes to the back, rages, and just slams his left shoulder through the back window over the table, running past you, Roy, shifting himself to take the brunt of this fall damage as him and John go out into the storm. Take care of it, Roy. Good luck. It's just you guys. Sandra looks at the wall, realizes that she can't do much through this wall, and she looks to Roy and Evan, and she says, I need to move around. Can you guys last if I need to move somewhere else. I need to come around the other side.
Go.
She runs. So she runs away, and it's just you and Evan alone in the room with Jess and Jennifer. It's Jess's turn. Jess sees them go, watches you run away, looks out the window that just shattered behind her at Grimm on the ground, and Evan, and goes, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe.
Roll the charm save against Evan.
Okay. What is it again? It's the wisdom.
16.
Okay. So she gets like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Stops on Evan, catch a tiger by his toe, and just starts going between you and Roy. Roy, are you a 1 or a 2?
I don't know what that means.
I mean, as I rolled a dice.
I'm a 1.
She turns her finger outside the window, points at Grimm, and casts Disintegrate. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Shit. Okay.
I need you to roll that dex save, Grimm. A thin green ray springs from a pointing finger to a target within range.
Thanks for giving me magic resistance. Advantage made me roll a nat 20.
This beam of light shoots out and stops on a little bit of a field that you have developed around yourself. Being a powerful archfey, you have resistance to magic, giving you just enough time to dodge out of the way. You take no damage.
Wow.
Sick.
You watch as the ground beneath you turns into dust and blows away in the storm.
Ooh.
Damn it! You guys are really chapping my ass, you know that?
So close.
Knight's vibe. Roy, it's your turn.
Knight's vibe.
I teleport out.
Just out the window?
Yeah.
Okay. The range you are, you're going to have to fall like 10 feet just because of the nature of that
Fine.
angle. Take a d6 of falling damage. Roll acrobatics. If you get higher than 15, you can avoid it entirely. Grimm.
Grimm waits to go after Evan.
Yup.
Evan teleports out.
Evan and Roy just land in sort of a tumble next to Mullion, who is hobbling with John, who they sort of fucked themselves up on the landing. Mullion took the brunt of it, and they're shuffling away as fast as they can kind of go, and you guys just poof next to them.
I run off to help.
Grimm, you held your round.
Sure did. It's death time.
Do him.
I'm doing them well.
What are you doing?
It's time.
For what?
Circle of death. Everyone in that fucking building's going down.
Grimm sticks his hand out, points with one finger in the direction in which this circle of death is to take place. And a huge orb of dark, purplish energy forms as you see the life sap from things in this giant circle of death. If there is trees, they wilt, their leaves become brown.
There's a bird flying by that just falls out of the air.
It just falls.
And inside the room, John had some like houseplants that just wither and die.
Yeah, because just like an autumn fae, it's time for things to fall. 18 con.
They all fail.
Sick.
How much damage did you take?
Hold on. Sorry, 18.
Jennifer's
18.
going to use her legendary action to succeed where she failed.
They all take 26.
You can't see what's happening up in there. You hear a screech of pain. You hear just the sound of two knights in full armor collapsing to the ground. Their vibe has ended. Their vibe endeth here. And then, through the tiny window that you escaped from, what's left of it gets shattered outward, and Jennifer Eric falls to the ground much the way Mullion did, carrying Jess in her arms, who seems to have gone limp. Jennifer Eric lands on the ground, looks at Jess, and then looks at you. And it's her turn. Hey Tavern Goers, thank you again for joining us for another adventure on Torchlit Tavern. Hopefully you've been listening to us up to our finale, but if not, you can find a summary of the story so far after episode 101. If you're looking for other ways to listen to us, you can find us on any podcasting service. Don't forget to rate, like, and review. It helps so much. We have no designs on any vast empire, but the more you help, the more we can share our small, silly story with others. If you wish to reach out to us, you can contact us directly at torchlittavern@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter. Jeff can be found at big_J_TheBadman. Randall can be found at Argo Omega. Mitch can be found at Bane Armory. Ryan can be found at Ryan SCB Santos. And I am at Agent Beige. Our theme song was written and originally performed by Mason Santos.
All music and sound effects for this episode were brought to you by Epidemic Sound. Check out our referral link to their website in the episode description.
This episode was edited by Ryan Santos and Jameson Oxford. Thanks again for listening, and don't forget,
Heroes is boring.